So like I'm getting a lot of fallout from people that just are really upset about my criticism of Tiffany Haddish.
You only got Tiffany Haddish. She been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke.
Talking smack to Tim Black would do nothing but get you smacked back.
Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back to back for an hour to nobody. And they already ready to down Monique and up somebody who has showed them Girls Trip. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip, goofball?
Now I gotta really talk about your girl.
Right.
Or do you think that was already a script and they handed it to her? It's up to you, whatever you want to believe.
When you hit a nerve on these mofos, that's when they really come at you personally.
And to see her do her thing.
She passed 46 female black comedians that I know personally that I put on tour who have a hard time getting a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A after they headline 7 shows at a club for $2,500 a week.
But people like real, and that's why they like her.
Is that what they like?
They love realness.
Oh, because everybody's real then. So don't trip.
No.
Well, knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad Pitt. The only thing before that in the movie with me is I slept with this white man and I got a white baby. She had a white husband for the 14 years she been doing comedy.
A quick Google search will return some results that prove Katt Williams not being a hater, but being actually factual. Now people are gonna say, hey, Tim Black, hey man, she makes jokes, she's a comedian, you can't hold her to her jokes. Family. She has a go-to tick that Katt referenced here. It wasn't only Brad Pitt she talked about wanting to go to bed with or sleep with or whatever. It was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Didn't you try to f Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah, I'm still working on that. I think
Why are you not getting that done?
But
Why can't you get that done?
when I first met him, I told him, I want to.
In Henry Cavill. Now, Henry played Superman, if I'm not mistaken, right? Now knowing that Tiffany Haddish is a Eritrean descent, now it kind of makes things seem a little suspect. Like, so it hit different to me, man. It just hits different when I see a black woman carrying a bag of chicken to the, what was she, at the Oscars or the Grammy? What, she was at the Grammys, but if a white woman, a white actress shows up, or a white comedian shows up on the red carpet, and she's cosplaying like she's a black American, and she has a bag of chicken, would that be a problem? See how this delineation thing is getting people upset? See why they're getting a little prickly? Because when we say, hey, ain't no flat blackness, everybody ain't black just because some of them got a tan doesn't make them black. In their country, they're not considered black. They're considered East African or Eritrean or Nambian or Ghanaian or Congolese or Senegalese or Senegal. I don't know, man. I don't know. I never been outside. Then they consider whatever their country name is how they are separated. They won't be calling themselves black, so they're not black. But here's the thing. When we start delineating, when they cosplay, when they're joking on blackness, they're not black. Them no black. When the Puerto Rican or the Dominican or whenever they do these things, why should you get a pass on bringing a bucket of chicken with you on the stage and acting like it's all good? See, we laughed when Richard Pryor did certain jokes because he was us. We laughed when Chappelle did certain jokes because he was us. Well, he is us. And Richard is us too. Paul Mooney, D. Gregory, Red Fox, Bernie Mac. They are us. If you are not us, you're a guest in the house. It's one thing to make a joke. You can make a joke about anybody, but you can't put on our culture like a shirt, a jacket from the mall that you just picked up at Russell Athletics and then be out here acting like a damn fool, and it's supposed to be all good. And though we can't stop you because we don't control the industries, there will be people like me who voice our discontent. Yeah, there'll be people like me that got something to say about it. So Tiffany Haddish, the little chicken thing, that wasn't cool. Now that you know, her dad is East African, now it hit different.
I'm ovulating right now. Don't play.
Are you really? How can you...
I wouldn't mind getting pregnant by a doctor.
Do I leave the mustache on or off?
You can leave that mustache on, baby. We can Velcro, you know what I'm saying?
Like I said, man, I'm not here to critique someone's comedic stylings. Yeah, everybody's got a right to do their comedy the way they do it, and creativity is in the eye of the beholder and the eye of the listener and the ticket holder. Yeah, it's in the eye of the ticket holder. What's funny to you, it may not be funny to me. And maybe there's some people that found that funny. I don't know who those people are. It would seem to me it would be a lot of white people that would find that funny. But that's just me. She seems like she's that very diverse in her comedy. Seems like she's got a go-to, and the go-to is, it would appear to be self-deprecating, right? Self-deprecation is a tactic used in comedy. It diffuses the audience, it relaxes them, it shows you could take a joke. But when you're not black and you're playing a stereotype that's been relegated, it is what it is. When you continually go back to that same bag as a black woman in a white space, it looks like.
First of all, I'm getting tired of you giving me fake phone numbers, man.
No. I got a new one.
No. No. You give me your number.
No,
I call. It's somebody speaking Spanish.
Oh, shit.
Somebody speaking French.
I'm so sorry.
I know. Look, you don't want to talk to me?
No.
This guy, him too, huh? Is there a white guy she ain't claiming she sleep with? Are we going to admit? Tim got a point. Damn, it seemed like everywhere I look, all she was doing was hypersexualizing black women. Black American women. I have yet to see her on a role where she is projecting herself as a person from East Africa and then embodying some negative stereotypes about Africans. We got to have our BS detectors turned on. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to have so we can be calibrated, so we can recognize when somebody's full of shit. I refuse to chalk it all up to Hollywood bad. Therefore, poor little Tiffany can't make choices for herself. Her job was to be funny. I doubt anybody said, you gotta pretend to be a garden utensil. That's the only way you can be funny. What else could you possibly do? You gotta be a garden hoe, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I don't believe that's in the script. I don't think that was a requirement. I think that's what her go-to is. I'm trying to wake up some people that may be conditioned to think that this is cool. It's not. Look, we got to move forward. We have to evolve, and we got to hold celebrities to a higher standard as well as politicians. This is not a one-way street. Culture moves. Culture needs to evolve. Our culture has to. We can't be still doing, baby. This is a damn near step and fetch it. We got people that don't even give a pass to step and fetch it in various other actors in the early 20th century who depicted themselves certain ways. We got people that hold them to those standards, and there are people that will, have harsh criticism of those brothers and sisters in 1922. In vaudeville or the chilling circuit in 1940. But you give this a pass in 2026? Really? That's what we doing? In 2026, you think that's still acceptable? We haven't moved past this? Okay, 2020. I don't know when this was. It wasn't that long ago. So I believe that Tiffany Haddish does not have a connection to black women in general, in that whether she degrades them or however she portrays a particular role, she giving people what they want. And if them people want her to act crazy and she got to go to over-sexualize herself, that's what she gonna do, fam, because it's the straight line to getting what she want. And she ain't got no qualms with it. You know, and as long as you got Kevin Hart to back you up and support it, anybody question it, Big Kev gonna come out and say they hating or something, and others gonna come out and say they hating. So why should she hold herself to any type of standard? Plus, not to mention the industry don't give a damn. The industry wants, they see black women that way themselves. So it's not just Tiffany, and to make it only her would be lazy. But you don't get a pass just because the system is trash. Because, like Robert Townsend said in Hollywood Shuffle, it's always work at the post office. Tiffany Haddish has to make a bad decision after bad decision. Look, I chose comments that were nicer, but I'm not going to choose just positive comments. But those comments were above the belt. I'm not here to make comments about her ability to perform as a comedian and some of the other harsher critiques. But I think it's substantive, and it's a real comment for if my audience feels like she's been playing in our faces. If they feel like she's been degrading black women for a check, and now she's not even a black woman, and they feel a certain kind of way about that, well, I think that's fair game to articulate that. I think we need to hear that critique. And I think other people need to hear that critique. Because when you walk your ass out on that stage, or when you jump on that video camera, when you do that blog or that vlog, and you depict us in such a degrading, stereotypical fashion, I think in most coaches, in the back of your head, in most coaches that are non-white coaches, it's always a little voice in the back of your head going, there's got to be some redemptive quality in this shit. Because you're representing for your group. And I never sensed that with Tiffany. Until she was talking about her own struggles with her dad, or when she was talking about things, hurdles, her personal life. And by you attacking me as if I have no basis to criticize her, that just made me just do a couple Google searches. Remind you that Google work. You don't even need ChatGPT or Claude for this shit. You don't need Grok for this. You don't need Gemini. You just need your damn phone and a Google a web browser. That's it. Do like this. It pop right up. So my bigger point, it still stands. I'm not here to fan the flames of some type of weird-ass Black American versus FBA versus African diaspora. I ain't here to fan no stupid war of online people pissed off at each other. That's not my goal. But my goal is to expose the truth. Because at the end of the day, fam, it's Black Americans who are going through it in this country. Because of these stereotypes. We first fired, last hired. The Nigerians that come over here doing exceptionally well. In fact, pretty much all of the Africans. Look how well the Somalians worked out. Somalis are doing wonderful, aren't they? They're doing good. I mean, they're stealing most of that money. But hey, it's a come up. They got whole Congress people defending theft. You have to come up with something better if you're going to be like, look, FBA, Black Americans, ADOS, they're the problem. Now, we're responding to the problem. So when I sit back, as we sit back and we watch other groups use our name and our struggle and our pain in order to extract gains for themselves, Nigerians' income. And I hear it all the time. When they get a little pissed off online, they're quick to tell you how well they're doing in America. Why aren't you doing so well? I don't know. Maybe Nigerians are not getting betrayed as the Nigerians that are left in Nigeria who can't afford to come to America. See, but they were sitting back saying, me no black, me not black, all this bullshit. Okay, fine, got you. You're right, you're not. And now we say, good, you're right, you're not black. Let's show you all the ways in which you're not black. And let's make the power structure have to make a decision. Black Americans in this unflattering position, man, where everybody comes and eats off us. And I want people in the comment section to tell me how we eat off other people, because that's what friends are for. I mean, you want to be a friend, be a friend. Well, how do you display friendship? If every time we go out, I'm buying the drinks, if every time we go eat, I'm picking up the tab, I mean, how is that a friendship? It's not. And how long is that supposed to last? I mean, it's been lasting a long time, fam. Aren't we supposed to get tired of that? Or is it that we got gatekeepers that want to try to make it seem like what I'm saying is problematic? No, it's right. It's problematic for their pockets. It's problematic for Roland. Yeah, it's problematic for Roland and Reese and Greasy and the Native Pod and Tiffany Cross may not like it. They might not like it, but I don't give a shit what they like. Because there's facts, there's truth, right? The most taboo thing in this country is to be focused on helping Black Americans. You could be focused on helping trans kids, undocumented immigrants, Ukrainians, white South Africans, and you won't get any pushback. And nobody will call you divisive. But the minute you're focused on Black Americans, in a positive, now if you're focused on them, attacking them, oh God, that's when you become Candace Owens, Officer Tatum, and the Heinz and Jesse Lee Peterson, and Larry Elder. Yeah, I mean, shit, you blow up. We know what it is, and I'm just pointing it out, and we all know it. But it's good to hear it said out open, out in the open for everyone to digest it. And that is, there's one group of people in America you cannot defend. Defending them gets you attacked. Yeah, man, we get in trouble on this show, man. We dangerous, man. But back to my point, and I'm going to close it out. But close it out with this. Family, it's so obvious. But see, the only way to actually do this job effectively, I believe, and is to be laser focused on Black issues to the point where you are offensive. And that's going to be easy.
Catch Tim Black live on the most dangerous show in America, Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Don't miss out on the real. Stay dangerous.